Wow, ladies and gentlemen. We got ourselves another ordered fight. Your boys is coming off the adrenaline dump of making my last video reacting to the breaking news of the WBO living up to the word, like Gustavo Olivetti said, ordering Devin the Dream Haney, forcing this man to face Keyshawn Davis, defend his WBO welterweight title, and only giving them up to 20 days to be able to negotiate and come to an agreement. After those 20 days are up, I would say what, July 19th, July 20th, the fight goes to purse bid, which means 75% of earnings will go to Devin the Dream Haney with 25% going to Keyshawn Davis. That's how the rules are, ladies and gentlemen, if fights go to purse bid. Now, we got another ordered fight, but this one might not shake up the world as much due to the fact that Moses Itauma finds himself wrapped up in a contract, training, getting ready, preparing for a fight with FILIP HRGOVIC on August 29th. Moses Itauma has officially been ordered to face Frank Sanchez for the vacant IBF heavyweight title. Yes, Frank Sanchez. Of course, he earned his position by beating Richard Torres Jr. on May 22nd, which was a title eliminator. On the undercard of Alexander Usyk versus Rico Verhoeven, knocking out Richard Torres Jr. in 2 rounds. By the way, I don't want to go off topic, but I just want to say something real quick about Richard Torres Jr. Have y'all noticed? The man who was super active on social media, the man who was posting every single day. Random things. This was Richard Torres Jr. Bro, he hasn't posted nothing since May 22nd. Yeah. I remember, man, I used to study Richard Torres Jr. Of course, studying tape, but also studying old interviews of him. And this is a man that was talking about taking losses in the Olympics, taking losses and falling into depression. I hope everything's good with Richard Torres Jr. Just a little update, man. See what's going on with Richard Torres Jr. But to go back on topic, Frank Sanchez wins the title eliminator, and based off the IBF rules, of course he's going to be able to fight for the vacant title. The question was, who was that going to be against? Wow, it looks like they're ordering Moses Itauma, but Moses Itauma, like I said, finds himself in a pickle. He has a couple options here. He has a fight coming up with FILIP HRGOVIC on August 29th. The purse bid, if these teams don't come to an agreement, is being scheduled for July 29th. Moses Itauma could possibly offer some step-aside money to FILIP HRGOVIC. Both fighters preparing for August 29th date. Take step-aside money, which would have to be pretty... It'd have to be some good money, bro. You're going to pay FILIP HRGOVIC to step aside. Pay this man step-aside money to allow him to pursue this IBF mandated fight with Frank Sanchez. FILIP HRGOVIC, of course, has to agree to that. And also, contracts have to be set that he gets the guaranteed fight. FILIP HRGOVIC gets the guaranteed heavyweight IBF title fight versus Moses Itauma if Moses Itauma beats Frank Sanchez. Which, yo, FILIP HRGOVIC, I mean, if you take step-aside money, you're guaranteed to face the winners. I know it's going to take a little bit of time, but now instead of fighting Moses Itauma for nothing, you get the world title shot that you've been waiting for. Moses Itauma, FILIP HRGOVIC, IBF heavyweight title fight. Now, of course, I don't know if FILIP HRGOVIC is going to want to comply with that. And I don't even know if Moses Itauma wants to do that. Currently, he's in the situation right now where if him and FILIP HRGOVIC, the winner out of this, will be able to face the winners out of Daniel Dubois and Fabio Worley after that rematch happens. So, Moses Itauma has options here. He could go the WBO route. He could go the IBF route. We got to see what this man is going to end up deciding to do. What I think Moses Itauma is going to do is he probably isn't going to take this fight with Frank Sanchez. And I think the IBF will then have to do what they do and keep going down the rankings. Order Frank Sanchez to fight somebody else. The question is, who is he going to fight? Anthony Joshua? The dude is wrapped up in fights with Christian Pranga, then Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury's wrapped up in fights. Everybody's wrapped up in fights except for Javelov. So, we got to see what's going to happen with that. You keep going down the rankings. You could do it yourself. Pick who you guys want. Pick who you think is going to end up being the next fight for Frank Sanchez. But as of right now, that fight has been ordered. Moses Itauma has a couple options here. If FILIP HRGOVIC turns it down, he is contracted to fight FILIP HRGOVIC. So of course, he can't just say, all right, how with you then, Philip? I'm going for that title. He can't do that. He has to fight FILIP HRGOVIC on August 29th. He has the option of fighting and still signing to fight Frank Sanchez after straight into a fight with Frank Sanchez. But, I mean, does he really want to do that? Straight, no break, just straight into training about 1 to 2 months and straight into a fight? I don't know, man. That'll be absolutely ballsy. That'll be a huge risk. But I don't think that's going to happen either, man. Especially due to we don't even know how much damage Moses Itauma is going to take in this fight with FILIP HRGOVIC. I'm sure if he comes out, first round knockout, nothing on his face, maybe he would have thought about it. But at the same time, it's asking for a lot. I want y'all to let me know what y'all think Moses Itauma is going to do next. The IBF orders this. We'll see how much this actually matters in the sport of boxing. A lot of fights being ordered right now. Let me know what y'all think. Let's continue on with some breaking news in my next video. I'm out.